Chapter 1. Mariana Esch directed the mare onto the familiar road, the carriage lights showing the way. Hickory Lane was indeed a welcome sight. She gave in to a deep sigh as a nearby owl hooted at the glistening white half-moon. In just minutes, Bishop John Byler's farmhouse appeared on the left, its tall, ancient trees adding to the air of dignity about the place, a quality the people affixed to the man of God and everything surrounding him. Farther down Hickory Lane, beyond Nate Kurtz's vast cornfield, the spread of land that had belonged to widowed Ella May Zook came into view. Known as Hickory Hollow's old wise woman, Ella May was one of Mariana's dearest friends and confidants. Ella May liked to say she always had time for peppermint tea and a prayer. The land had been parceled out to Ella May's adult children, including her daughter, the Amish midwife Mattie Byler, and her husband, who'd lived in the main farmhouse for more than 2 decades now. The stretch of road eventually led to this stark, white-clapboard house built many years ago by Benuel's grandfather, Simeon Esch, once a well-respected carriage maker in the hollow. The rustic outbuilding, where some of the first carriages were made and repaired, still stood on the north side of the property, flanked by thick underbrush and wildflowers and nearly obscured from view. Mariana relaxed as she rode into the tree-lined driveway, relieved to be home. The solar-powered yard light shone brightly, and for that she was grateful. Someone, possibly her father, who resided with her mother in the Dotty house next door, had gone over and lit the gas lamp in the kitchen. She stepped down from the buggy and tied Dandy to the hitching post, then called to the sleeping children. "We're home now. Lida, you and Benny unhitch the horse and stabler, won't you?" After a moment, the twins climbed out and stumbled toward the mare. Tobias came next, rubbing his eyes as he followed his older siblings. "I can help too, Mama," he said in a husky voice. "Yeah, right quick," Benny said, seemingly more awake than the others. Mariana made her way back inside the carriage for Sarah, glad for the slight breeze this warm night. "Come here, little one. Mama's gonna take you off to bed." She couldn't remember a time when she hadn't carried Sarah into the house while the older children unhitched after an evening trip. Not since Benuel's accident, anyway. "Sarah, honey, time to open your peepers, you hear?" "'Tis best not to show partiality," Ella May had once chided her privately after Mariana repeatedly sought out Sarah at a picnic gathering following preaching service. "Ain't good for her nor you," Ella May had said, her milky blue eyes mighty serious. Mariana hadn't realized she was even doing it, but she supposed if Ella May thought so, then it surely must be. "Sarah, where'd you go?" whispered Mariana, looking about. Then she realized her youngest must have crawled out when no one was watching. She exited the carriage again, making her way around it to the children. "Did you see Sarah wander by?" she asked Lida, who'd already unhooked the back-hold strap on her side of the mare. "Nay, no," said Lida. Benny merely shrugged. "Does house, maybe?" Tobias piped up. Mariana glanced at the house. "Yeah, probably." She made her way across the driveway and through the large backyard. The grass felt comforting on her bare feet, and she made a mental note to mow tomorrow, right after breakfast while it's still a bit cool. Goodness, but it seemed like yesterday little Sarah had taken her first few tentative steps here, just weeks before her first birthday. Benuel had knelt right down in the grass, egging her on and wearing the biggest grin on his mischievous bearded face. He'd clapped his calloused hands as Sarah tottered into his open arms, and Mariana couldn't help but notice his twinkling blue eyes. Like Sarah's own. Mariana entered the house by way of the west-facing side door, where the well pump